Third one basically works the same way as, well, this one basically worked exactly the same way as this. If you added all these up or drawn parts of it, you could get the others. What's more interesting or what's more puzzling are these guys. Okay. How many of you like to do math? Oh, you're different. Okay. Me personally, I don't like to do math. Okay. So what I'm going to do is for this house looking thing, I can't figure out the sine cosine of anything. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to draw a box or draw a series of lines. So if I drew the box for these ones, so I'll draw a line for the others. So at 0 comma negative 12 foot 6, enter, and there's my line right there. At 20 foot comma 0, and then at 0 comma 12 foot 6, enter. That gives me the bottom part of this, right? 12 foot 6, 20 foot, and 12 foot 6. Again, I could have drawn a box just as easily. And this is a little contractor trick that we do where we have a length given to us, 11 foot 2 and 3/16. But we don't know what angle it is. If we drew these lines and connected the points, that would give us where the lines would touch. Since we can't rotate the lines to make it match exactly, what we're going to do is to draw a circle, and from the radius, and the radius of that line, or radius of that circle, I'll put in 11 foot 2 hyphen 3/16, enter, right? And if I drew a line anywhere from here to anywhere here, that's going to be a line that is 11 foot 2 and 3/16. So if I copy this one, copy this to that, where that intersects should be my 11 foot 2 and 3/16. Erase this, guys, and my construction line is done, and I drew that little house thing. Okay. The next one over here, which I could figure out the angles, I could rotate the lines to 147 degrees and such, but I don't really even need to do that. If I drew a box that is, let's see, 3 foot 6 comma 20 foot, whoops, draw a box at, I must have forgot the at, 3 foot 6 comma 20 foot, that's my line right there. So I don't need that, so I guess I could explode this thing. Explode that. I could offset this thing, or I could mirror this. Nah, I'll just offset it. I don't want to do math. So offset 8 foot, which is the line in between the two forms. If I draw a line from this point, I'll draw it from the center, from the midpoint to the midpoint, and this is just like Rhino, where you could, put the O-snap, type in the O-snap, and then I'll copy this guy and that guy from I'll just select that point to that point, and that gives me the 8 foot spacing right there. The other spacing, it gives me a hint of 24 inches, right? So if I put a construction line from the midpoint of that, make sure the ortho is on, F8, and then offset this guy by 24, so 1 foot, which is half of 24 inches. And there I have a guideline, so I could just place my lines that way. So if I erase all these, delete, 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 I should have that last form. Okay. So the next one is a little bit of a math thing, so this sucks for me. Okay. What I'm going to do is to draw what I know. Okay, so if I know, this one gets me confused too a little bit because I always forget which lines that I need to draw first and which lines that I don't need to draw first. Okay, so I am going to draw a line that is 5 foot. So, well, actually, so get everything complete and line it up just like how it is on the sheet. And for homework, please turn this in as well as this one that I just handed to you. No. Okay.
You want them all in one document?
All in one document is fine. It shouldn't. You don't have to. You don't have to print it or anything. You don't have to put it to PDF. I just want a line drawing. Okay, so we'll turn that in onto the X Drive drop folder, and that should do it.